Hello, this is lesson 12 in section 3 talking about the marketing mix and the first, let's say, part in the marketing mix, which is the product. So as a start, the first thing we must know is what is a marketing mix and why do we call it a marketing mix? So over here, we're gonna know that the marketing mix is the term which is used to describe all the activities which goes into the marketing of a product or service. These activities are often summarized as the 4 P's: product, place, price, and promotion. So if I want to say that I'm doing marketing mix, it means that I'm including these 4 factors in marketing a product or a service. So it's either I'm doing, let's say, marketing for a specific product, talking about its price, talking about its place, and its promotion as well. So over here, the marketing mix, I'm marketing a specific product or service. And when I'm doing the marketing product or service, I'm using something called the 4 P's. I'm doing the marketing through, let's say, saying information about the product, the price of the product, the place where the product is going to be available, and how I'm going to promote the product. So the marketing mix is a term which is used to describe all the activities that are aligned with marketing the product, okay? And the product, we must know that it's both goods, something tangible, and a service. So the producer might need to find out through market research what customers want from the product. Then they may adapt the product to meet customers' wants. So once this is achieved, and I know, like through the market research, what the actual customer wants from my product, I must satisfy these needs and wants. So once I know that, the producer, I must start convincing the consumer about the product that I have, and I must convince him that this product is going to meet your needs better than any of the competitors' products out there. So how the producer is going to convince the customer that my products are better, my products are going to satisfy your needs, is by branding their products. So when I'm doing this kind of branding, this involves giving the product a unique name or a unique brand, and also the right package for the product. It is then advertised to make the consumers believe that it is different than other competitors' brands. The product also has to be sold in places that reinforce the brand image I chose for my product. So starting with the 4 P's of the marketing mix, all these activities are part of the marketing mix, that the 4 P's that we're going to be, let's say, discussing now, starting with the product. So product, the 4 P's are product, price, place, and promotion. So when I'm talking first in the marketing mix about the product, so it applies to the good or service itself. So if I want to do this marketing, let's say, process, I will focus on the product itself. When I'm talking about the product itself, I'm talking about the design, I'm talking about the features, I'm talking about the quality. So when I'm, let's say, focusing on the product, making sure that my product, through its design, feature, and quality, it's better than the competitors' products. And I'm asking myself, like, if the package of the product is better than the competitors, it's better, the features are better, the design is better, or if I'm, let's say, offering a service, the same questions, if I'm clearly, let's say, offering a better service than my rivals or my competitors. Now, this is the first P. The second one is price. So in the marketing mix, I'm talking about the price which the product is sold to the customer. So it is a major part in the marketing mix, is setting the right price for the product that I have, and the price that I'm selling this product with. So when I must make sure that I've put the right price on my product, I must do a comparison between the prices that I put or made on my product and the prices of competitors, and also the price should also cover the cost, and this is what we are going to explain in the marketing mix price. So part place, which is the third P, it's the place, third P in the 4 P's. Talking about the place. When I'm talking about the place, I'm referring to the channels of distribution that are selected. So what are the channels of distribution that I will be using from the producer to the final user, which is the consumer, who are going to be like involved in the process of, let's say, delivering a product from the producer to the final user. Are they, let's say, wholesalers or retailers or agents, or I'm going to, let's say, directly hand the customers the product right from the producer. The fourth P is the promotion. And when I'm talking about the promotion, I'm talking about making talking about how I'm going to make the customer aware that there is such a product. So it's through advertisements and promotion. So in the promotion part, I must ask myself, how am I going to promote this product? How am I going to make people more aware, there is even such a product in the market? Okay. So each part in the marketing mix, it's important. That's why all these four P's, they work together in order to make the marketing process a true success. And actually, there is also, we must focus also on the packaging part, and that's what we are going to explain later in this lesson. So the role of product decisions in the marketing mix. The product itself is probably the most important element in the marketing mix. Without the product that meets the customer needs, the rest of the marketing mix is unlikely to be able to achieve the market success. So from this paragraph, what we must know is the most important, let's say, P from the four Ps, it's the product, because if there's no product, then there's no price, no place, and even no promotion. So over here, we're talking, like we talked about the product-oriented businesses, that they develop a product, then they try to decide whether, like, who is going to buy these products. That's why a lot of businesses now, they go to, or they want to be a market-oriented instead of product-oriented businesses, where they develop new product based on the need of the market. Okay, so after like deciding on the product and the appropriate market segment, the other parts of the marketing mix, place, price, and promotion will be determined. So, like, what I need you to understand from this paragraph is the most important, let's say, marketing mix is the product, because based on the product, I will be able to do all the rest of the decisions or the rest of the marketing mix. Here we have different types of products. So we have different type of products, the products that are sold to consumers, and some can be sold to other businesses. So I'm I'm either selling to a consumer, a normal individual, or I'm selling to a business. So in addition to physical goods, services are also sold to consumers or to other producers. So products are usually grouped into the following types, starting with the first type, which is consumer goods. Okay, so when I'm saying a consumer goods, we're talking about goods that are bought by consumers for their own use. So the goods that are bought, they are for the personal use of the consumer. They can be goods that do not last long, such as food or cleaning material. Some goods that last a relatively long time and give enjoyment over a long time, such as furniture and computers. And these are the goods that we actually we buy ourselves, like consumer goods. Then we're talking about the consumer services. There are services also bought by the consumers for their own use. For example, maintenance, hairdressing, or education. The third type of products are producer goods. These are goods that are produced for other businesses. So here I'm not talking I'm not selling the goods for normal individuals. I'm selling for businesses. I'm from business to business, and I'm selling the goods to a business so the business can use it in order to help this business with the production process, including the trucks, the machines, the equipment, and the components, and so on. Producer services, which is the fourth type of products, there are services that are produced to help other businesses or offering services for other businesses, such as accounting, insurance, and so on. So there are services that are being, let's say, offered to the businesses, not individuals. So why it is important to know the difference between a product, let's say producer goods or consumer goods, knowing the difference between these two or these four types, in general. When I noted the importance of these, let's say, these types of products, I'll be able to decide or to do many decisions. So producing the right product at the right price is an important part of the marketing mix. So over here, there are just points that we must pay attention to. Let's read them together. The product needs to satisfy consumer wants and needs. If it does not, then it will not sell. So knowing that in the product, whether I'm selling the consumer or I'm selling a business, if this product, let's say, didn't satisfy the wants and needs, I will not be able to sell it. The product also needs to be the right quality so the consumers are willing to pay the price for it. The product must not be difficult to make that the cost of production is greater than the price charged for it. So I must make sure that the product doesn't cost me a lot and cost me more than the price I will be charging my consumers with, whether it's a business or a normal individual. Design of the product is very important. So also focusing on the product itself and about the package, the quality needs to be appropriate for the brand image. So if it's like a high brand image, it means high price because we're linking the brand image with the price and the quality with the price as well. So if it's high price, and I definitely will know that it has a high quality. So that's why I must pay attention to also, let's say, a package or a design of the product that I'm selling in my business. So these are what makes a product successful. So if I let's say made sure in my organization that I fulfill these let's say these conditions, let's say, or these, let's say, points, I will make sure that my product is going to be successful. So here we have the product development part. So you know that all businesses, they're trying to be up to date. They're trying to develop new products all the time, whether it's a small business, so they can stay competitive and they can, let's say, keep the customer entertained and attracted to the business. So they will try to develop a new product. So when I'm trying to, let's say, make something new for the market, I must go through several steps, starting with number one, generate ideas. So when I'm generating ideas, I will, let's say, be creative. I'm trying to do, let's say, to get suggestions from customers. Like I'm doing this kind of brainstorming. I'm looking at the competitors' products. I'm asking employees if they have any idea. And the research and development department, I'm asking if there's something new information I could use when I'm generating ideas. And also, I will be asking the sales department also for help in order to generate ideas for new product. Then when I select the best idea from these ideas, I will do further research. So let's say after I select a specific idea, I will see if this idea is too expensive or if it's gonna sell well, or I will definitely ask the team about, let's say, what's the next step after choosing this idea. Okay, number three, decide if the company will be able to sell enough for the product to be a success, which is the volume of sale. I will, let's say, after I decide the best idea, I must decide if as a company I'm able to sell in large numbers. Are they gonna like it? Are they gonna, let's say, buy it? So also, like the marketing department are going to be like looking through this idea in specific details, and let's say they are analyzing the situation if the sales for this idea or for this product is going to be high relatively to the size of the market share. All right, and they're gonna do a break-even analysis, and they're gonna see if the sales probably is going to be higher than the cost in order to cover the cost, and they're going to do a lot of let's say details or research to get these information. Number four, develop a prototype. So a prototype, it's like I'm not like officially I made the product available for the customers. A prototype allows operation department to see how the product could be manufactured. Okay, I'm just like, let's say I have this prototype to understand like how it's going to be manufactured, if there's might be any problems when I do an actual real, let's say, example of the product, and to see it in real life. Many large companies, they do not do it like in real life. They actually use the computer simulations as part of their process. They see the, let's say, the product in different dimensions using the computer. So launch the product in one area to test the market. So after I did the prototype and I think it's going to sell and so on, I will put the product, or to make the product in a specific area in the market and to test it. Let's see if it's going to be a success. It allows the company to know if the product is selling well, without like selling well is in this small area rather than this large area. And like I'm doing this kind of test. If it's selling, yalla, I will put it to a larger market. If it's not, I will take it back and try to do some kind of modifications on it. Then go to a full launch of the product to the whole market. So after, let's say, the success of testing the product in the market, then I will go full force and I will sell it to all the market that I have. Okay, whether the national market, and then if it's a success, I go to the international market and all over the world. Okay, so now we have the cost and benefits of developing new products. So if I'm, let's say, doing a new product, I must pay attention to the cost and benefits that I will get as a business of developing this new product. So there are various benefits for the product in developing business when developing new products. These are as follows. The first thing, when I'm doing a new product, I will get something called the USP. USP, it's unique selling point. So it means that it will mean the business will be first into the market with a new product. It's a special feature of a product that differentiates it from the product of competitors. So one of the benefits, I'm doing a new product, and definitely this new product has a new idea. So I have a unique selling point better than the competitors. I have something that's going to make me different than the competitors. Diversification for the business, giving it a broader range of products to sell. So every time I do a new product, that gives me as a business the diversification. I have variety of products. I don't only sell one product. No, I have different products. Also, it allows the business to expand into new markets, selling this new product to new markets, gaining new customers, and gaining a better, let's say, more profit. It allows the business to expand into existing markets, and also the existing markets, the existing customers, I'm selling them more stuff, so I'm expanding within my market. Alright, so also there are costs for developing a new product as well. The first cost is carrying out the market research and understanding the needs and wants, if they like it or not. It's expensive, and also analyzing the results also expensive. The cost of producing the prototype is going to be expensive. Like if it didn't work, it's going to be cost of wasted material. Lack of sales if the target market is wrong. So if I gave this prototype to a wrong target market, definitely I'm gonna lack, let's say, of sales, lack of, let's say, the volume of sales is gonna drop, and it might lead to the failure of the business. And number 4, the loss of company's image if the new product fails to meet the customer needs. And also as a business, I might fail, and it might, let's say, affect my reputation if I didn't do the right thing and it didn't, let's say, meet the customer needs. So over here, the importance of brand image. As we said, like if I didn't, let's say, my new product didn't meet the customer needs, it's gonna allow the company to lose its image. That's why it leads us to why it is important to have a good brand image. So, selling a product directly to the customer makes it easy to inform the customer of the product's qualities and good points. So usually the salesperson, they are the ones who have a direct contact with the customers, and they are the ones who are going to explain about the product. So if it's a small business doing handmade jewelry and and selling it on a street stall, the business owner definitely has direct contact with the customer and can easily explain about the jewelry and why it is so good to buy. So today, manufacturers of most products do not sell directly to customers. All right, so there's a retailer, there's a wholesaler, then there's a lot of people between the producer or the manufacturer and the customer. So Mafi, there's no direct contact with the product, with the customer, and the product's unique features and the reasons for buying it must be conveyed in different ways. So in order to, let's say, help the customer understand more about the product without the direct presence of the producer, we must create something called a brand name, which is a unique name for the product. Okay, so let's see what's a brand name. It is the unique name of a product that distinguishes it from other brands. So I must do a brand name in order to let this customer distinguish our product from the customers, from the other competitors. Okay, advertising and other promotion will constantly refer to the brand name and make the consumer aware of the qualities of the product and try to persuade them to buy it. So using this brand name, okay, it's going to lead the customer to know about the qualities of the product and he's going to be persuaded to buy it. Okay, branded products are normally sold as being of higher quality than unbranded product. Of course, the product that has a name, it's different high quality than the products that do not have a name. And when the product has a brand name, it's a part of quality. It's a sort of like as if I'm telling the customer this product, it has good quality. So businesses use brand names for their products. Why? Number one, to encourage consumers to keep buying their products and not from competitors. So consumers may have something called brand loyalty, which is they keep on buying from the same brand over and over instead of buying similar products from competitors. Okay, so brand image is important. It is an image or identity given to a product which gives it a personality of its own and distinguish it from the competitor's brand. So the brand image is like mental, let's say, assurance of quality by the customers. It creates a complete image for the product based around the brand name. So whenever I say a brand name, what goes through the mind of the customer? This is what is meant by the brand image, and it could be, let's say, a high quality drink or a low quality product. Here we have the role of packaging. So let's see what's packaging first. Packaging is the physical container or wrapping for a product. This is what the product is being wrapped in or put in. It's also used to promote the product, the content of the product, and to help to make it more appealing and to increase the sales. Okay, so getting the packaging right is just as important as getting other parts of the marketing mix right. So the packaging has two functions to perform. Okay, so the first function in it, the package should be suitable for the product to be put in. The packaging has to give protection for the product and not allow it to spoil or to be broken or to be damaged. Okay, and it must allow the product to be easily used. Okay, especially the things that needs like a cover. It needs like a good cover. It needs a good packaging, such as hair shampoo, especially the things that has liquid in it. Okay, so it has to be suitable for transporting the product from the factory to the shops, and so preferably the packaging should not be delicate. It should to make sure that the product is not easily damaged. So the second one, or the second function, is packaging is also used for promoting the product. So it must be appealing to the customer, something that grabs their attention. Alright, and therefore the color, we must focus on the color, the design, the shape of the container is very important. So it catches the customer's eyes. So a lot of people, they buy the product just because the package was really nice. The package was attractive, okay, more than even the product inside. The brand image will be reinforced by the packaging in which the product is sold in. So I must make sure that the packaging is good because it's going to affect the brand image. So definitely if it's an expensive product, the packaging should be, let's say, really nice. A low-cost product may have a basic and simple packaging with plain colors. So the label, the container, what the product is put in, the package is gonna, it has two functions, and also it has this importance that's gonna affect the brand image as well. Here we have the product life cycle. Okay, so each product has a life cycle starting with the development, introduction, growth, maturity, saturation, and decline. All right, so we're going to start with each cycle. So each product cycle, each product has a life cycle starting with the development. So when I develop a product, I start with a prototype. I test it, like I develop a prototype, I test it, and the market research carried out before the product is launched into the market. There are no sales at the time. So what I must know about the development part, that it's just being tested in the market. There's no sales at the time. We're just testing the product. Then the second one is the introduction part. So I'm done with the development. I'm introducing the product to the market. So now there are some sales. The sales are growing slowly at first because most consumers are not aware of its existence. So in the introduction part, there are some sales processes, but it's not that much. In this part, in the introduction part, I have to introduce the product to the customers and to make them more aware and know there is this product exists. I must do advertising, informative advertising. Okay, so the product becomes known. Okay, so also at this point, in the introduction point, I'm not like expecting much profit. No profits are made at this point as development costs have not been yet covered. So slow sales and the profit, it's either like a little bit of profit or no profit at all. So after the introduction, the sales starts to grow rapidly. The advertising is changing from informative to persuasive advertising in order to encourage brand loyalty. So over here, also we're changing the prices. The prices are reduced a little as new competitors enter the market, if there's new competitors. And also I'm reducing the prices in order to let more customers to try the product. And here, Yamas, the profit, we're starting to make profit. So we're gradually increasing in sales and in profit as well, and also in the number of customers and competitors as well. So number 4, we have maturity. Its sales now increase only slowly. So the competition become intense and pricing strategies are now competitive. I'm putting like competitive pricing or promotional pricing. These are methods of pricing that I will be explaining in the coming classes. A lot of advertising use maintains sales growth. So in this part, in the maturity part, I'm trying to keep the product in this stage, okay? The profits are in their highest, and this is why I'm trying to keep the product in the maturity stage. Sales, after maturity, we have the saturation. Sales reach saturation point and stabilize at their highest point. Competition is high and there are like no new competitors at all. So the competitive pricing is used, a high stable level of advertising is used, but now we notice that the profit and sales are falling, okay, and the prices have to be reduced in order to be competitive, in order to make this profit like not to fall and sales to increase. So sales of the product is decline. In the decline stage or cycle, now the sales is declining rapidly because like product has lost its appeal. It's no longer like appealing to the customers, okay, and the product usually withdrawn from the market when sales become so low. So sales are becoming so low, the price has reduced, yet there's no, let's say, no profit coming from this product, so I will withdraw it from the market. All right, so this process is product life cycle describe the stages of the product passing from introduction all the way to decline. All right. So, how stages of the product life cycle influence marketing decisions? So, it based on which stage the product is in, I will decide on a lot of marketing decisions. So, starting with the pricing. Okay, so starting with the pricing, a branded product is likely to be sold at a high price when it is first introduced to the market, as a low price could give the wrong message about the quality. So this product life cycle, I know that I'm in the introduction part, so I would, let's say, use a high price for my branded product in order to give this kind of introduction. Like I have a high quality product and there's a high price, so I need the customers to directly know, like, this new product, it has high price, so definitely it has high product, and vice versa. Prices are likely to be relatively higher than those of competitors in the growth stage, as the product may still newer than those of the rivals. So prices, like, also the prices must be like relatively higher than those in the competition, especially like when you are in the growth stage. So because you are still new to the competitors, so it's either like you put the prices like relative to the competitors or a bit higher in order to grow as a product. In the saturation or maturity stage, when the business will want to try to stop sales from declining, the price is likely to be reduced. So I will know if I'm declining, my product is declining, the sales is declining, I will not, of course, let's say, increase the price. I will reduce the price. Okay, because competitors are like they are either like doing lower price or they are launching new products. Some substantial price discount might be offered during the decline stage, especially if the business does not plan to extend its life. So also, if I'm like in the decline stage, like my product definitely like probably it's dying, so I will do some kind of discounts because I'm not gonna let's say, reuse this product again. Now, how this product life cycle affecting the promotion part. So in the promotion part, the promotion is, let's say, based on the stage that my product is in. So spending on promotion will be higher in the introduction stage because already the customers are not aware of the product, and I must inform the consumers about the product. So if it's new, definitely I will be putting more promotion to this product. Advertising will probably be reduced in later stages, either because the product's already well known or because the business wants to use its marketing budget on other newer products. So in the promotion, when I know that my product is past the introduction stage, or already the customers, it's well known, so no need to do promotion to a product that's already known by the customers. All right, so number 3, promotion spending might be increased again if the business decides to adopt an extension strategy. So what is an extension strategy? So it is a way of keeping product at the maturity stage of the life cycle and extending the cycle. So if I decided to keep the product in the maturity stage, I must make sure that I'm doing promotion. And in the promotion, I'm doing extension strategy. It's just keeping the product in the maturity stage because we said in the maturity, the profit is high and the sales is high as well. Okay, so customers will need to be informed about this and to be convinced that the product is worth buying once more. Here they're just telling us that a lot of businesses, they don't have just one product, so they have a range of products. So each and every product is in a different stage in the product life cycle. So you must pay attention and to give like a specific pricing and promotion for each and every product. All right, so that was lesson 12, the marketing mix the first P and the four P's. It's product. All right. Thank you. See you in lesson 13.